The brother is right, you know, the brother is right. Even this gorilla bastard running around and call himself a priest. You tell ugly to be a priest for Israel. If you had a long nose or a cleft lip, you couldn't have been no priest for Israel under the order of Aaron. You couldn't be looking like King Cole, jump out the bushes and scare of women and babies, talking about you a priest and niggas. We have been all the camels that we got one high priest and believe. Yeshua HaMashiach. Get your monkey ass down.
Yeah.
It's an Israelite life. It's an Israelite life. You know, hate your brothers, show that they're living in the honor, or you always decided, I'm sorry, I will know how to find our perspective. I know that you are the Messiah. I can tell you a lot, so you think you can be wired. You can burn and be silent, you Jewish Negro with myself. You were about to be hostile, you still the message, you're best. I get yours and you bless it. You want more, you keep testing. You want you to confess it. You lack judgment, discretion. I know you feel me, no pressure. Your grievance soul is congested. So don't let her oppress you. Hey! Shabbat shalom! Shabbat shalom! Yeah! Praise the Lord to y'all. Man. You know what I mean? I'm saying this rapid fire on you false prophets out there, man. All y'all gonna get it. All y'all gonna get it as our teacher heresies, man. Yashala, man. You know what I mean? If you don't know, now you know. Watchman Deborah, right? Who else? Pastor Dow. You know what I'm saying? Who else? I'm supposed to get that Tony Smith, but they got chicken, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know, the feeble one. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So here we go right now. We're gonna deal with a situation. Shabbat Shalom, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. I mean, Shalom, Kelly Hines, man, all the brothers and sisters that Pika Brewing is all good. You know what I mean? It's for the future ready, man. That's it, man. Now, future ready. This is called the Army of Israel. E37, men of valor, the future ready, one love, one nation, one king. You see what I'm saying? You ain't gotta like me, you ain't gotta love me, but you gotta respect me. And if you don't, who gives a shit? How about that? So, what we gonna deal with, man? All these false prophets and false teachers coming out of ST Hell. You know what I mean? The feeble one who y'all may know or may not know is called the Hebrew one. Then you got a sidekick, Daniel Solomon. I call him Daniel Follyman because he's following some dude that just straight off on every level. Them got blown up, exposed, all type of stuff like that. But you niggas, you still gonna follow him because you're gonna follow him. That's it. That's it. You're the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? You're going to fall for every wind of doctrine. And you kiss asses. Straight like that. See, I done been through all the sorcery. You feel me? You know what I mean? I've been in this truth since I was 20 years old. I done stumbled, bumbled, fumbled the ball, every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? I done seen the best of them, the worst of them, everything. So you can't get me with the bullshit. You can't get me with him. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? You can't get me. Not Morocco. Ready spirit, quick spirit. You ain't gonna get me with it. You see what I'm saying? Straight up. I'm not here for no game. It's not a show. It's not, I'm trying to get prestige. I'm not trying to, you know, seek the preeminence. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with none of that. I'm out here to do the job that the Most High called me to do. Period. And whatever path he chose me to roll in, that's what I'm going to do. So Daniel Follyman, you know what I mean? You've been sitting up there, sitting in the sideline, acting like you escaping. Brothers are to smash you in the Israelite life track. You know what I mean? We about to do the music video on that too. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a lot of brews out here look up to you because you was their teacher. You know what I'm saying? And the feeble one wasn't even really rocking with you brews down at the Sears building, at the Serve building. You know what I'm saying? But you esteemed him over the brothers, the loyal brothers that was following you, man, the young soldiers that was flocking to you, man, that was up under your tutelage, man. You disappointed them, man. Shut it down. You're a disappointment. You're a disappointment, Daniel Follyman. You know what I mean? You're a fake ass dude, man, straight up. I mean, many times I've been down in the Sears building since 2015, man. Every time you saw me, what you did?
Shalom, Mahal, Shalom, Mahal. Most High blessed, Most High blessed. You know what I'm saying? I love the carry on track, the carry on track. You know I did the carry on track. You know it's me and Karatazai, but what you do? You let the feeble ones say we Milli Vanilli. You ain't even check them, man. You let them go out there and look dumb as hell and stupid and get rebuked. You know what I'm saying? So to me, man, everybody can esteem you out here, but you worse than the damn feeble one because at least he keep it a buck. At least he keep it honest and real about whatever he bringing out. He don't give a shit. Straight like that, he don't give a shit. You though, you a whole another breed, my dude. You a phony ass dude, man. You're a phony elder. Horny elder, phony elder. That's just what it is. Perpetrating the fraud. You know what I'm saying? Trying to walk on both sides of the coins, man. Lukewarm, right? Trips to be hot or cold, man. You lukewarm, man. Perpetrating the fraud. We about to show you right now. You're a front. You know what I mean? You're a fraud. Y'all get mad all you want. I don't care about you other people out there. I heard a lot of people talking. I heard some things in the background. People talk about brothers claiming they exposing people, they off. Let me tell you, brothers out there that sidelining, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay? I don't care what you say. And I'm gonna address it right now. I don't care what you say. You niggeros ain't doing nothing out here for real. Straight up and down. You think you doing something like my man and baby boy said, man. This is all a rewind to me, man. This is all a rerun. You know what I mean? What you think you doing, I already did it. So it ain't even doing me nothing. Like, you know, you trying to make it seem like it's something, but it's all a rerun to me, fam. Real talk. Straight up. I've been here, been around, whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? I'm still here rolling, rocking, and gunning for you false prophets, false teachers. And you think you creeping, you think you sneaking, you think you getting away, but you ain't getting away. I'm my eyes on you all day long. Trust that, fam. I don't care who you think you are. You on the list. Okay? Because you bringing forth false doctrines and teaching in Yasha Allah. Whatever you do personally, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you come and try to bring heresies in Yasha Allah, I'm gunning for you. That's just what it is. So now, I'm about to share screen, okay? The Hebrew One show from last week Sunday, where they claiming banging on the gorilla man. I'm the gorilla man. The gorilla man. Okay, cool, fine. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to show y'all the hypocrisy between the feeble one and Daniel Foleyman. To show you how the feeble one is more real about his hypocrisies and his bullshit than the Daniel Foleyman. You know what I'm saying? So you guys don't even agree in your own madness because one person is straight up with it and the other brother is hiding. He's a hidealite. And I'm going to show you that you're guilty, my dude, because you know you off. You were teaching and you taught and you suggested that we can have sex on the Shabbat. My dude, you taught that. You threw that out there in the atmosphere. That's all good. On the Most High Sacred Day, I'm going to read a script for you. Where my prophecy, man? You know what I'm saying? Let me show you something. Let me set the stage. You know what I mean? Second Maccabees. You know? Listen, I ain't nobody. I'm just let this disclaimer. I'm nobody. I'm just a soldier in the Most High's army. That's it. I'm blessed to be able to receive the gift of the Holy Spirit. Wisdom, knowledge, understanding, fear of the Most High, the might, the counsel, everything is an honor, is a blessing to be able to understand and be able to see the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Colossians 1:26. I'm nobody. I'm just a soldier in the Most High's army. That's it. And I'm going to keep soldiering regardless. Okay, who don't like it, whatever. All right, my name is Maharakar. My name when I first came into truth was Maharakabah. So Maharakar Banyawara Banyasha. That's who I am. I'm your brother. Soldier in the army. That's it. Ain't nothing. All right, so here we go. We about to bomb these false prophets out here. You false prophets, you getting hit on everything. You niggas bringing out doctrines out here. You know what I mean? Like milk stuff, I'm hitting you. I'm hitting your top. You understand? I don't care who you are. Okay? Right? So we about to hit this right here. Second Maccabees, man. false teachers out here, man. Y'all getting on my nerve, man. Perpetrating, fronting. Second Maccabees, the 6th chapter. Straight like that. And this is only for the future ready, man. My slogan is the future ready. We ain't worrying about all you people out here. You know what I'm saying? You niggas gonna run with the smooth words, Isaiah 3:10. You know what I mean? You itchy ears and all that. So go ahead, run. Go right ahead, do it. Who gives a shit? All right? This is Second Maccabees, the 6th chapter. It says, not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers, and not to live after the laws of their Most High, and to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, and to call it the temple of Jupiter, Olympius, and that in Gazarim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, heathens, as they did desire that dwell in the palace or the place. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, who Israel. For the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, the heathens, who dally with harlots and had to do with women within the circuit of the holy place. And besides that, brought in things that were not lawful. The altar also was filled with profane things which the Lord forbid. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep Shabbat days or ancient feasts, or to profess himself at all to be a Jew. This for you niggas is stuck in the New Testament, man. You stuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's forbidden for us to keep the Shabbat day. So that's why you got niggas making up their own Shabbat day, right? You know what I'm saying? We have one Shabbat day. We have no multiple Shabbat day. We can't even come in accordance, like come in one unit as what is the Shabbat day? Like, what's the problem? I don't care. If we want to keep the lunar moon, this moon, that moon, whatever damn day, whatever, let's do it together. I don't care. I'm not caught up on all that. It's about the unity. But you, Negro, you so-called leaders, wannabes, you want to damn establish your own shit, your own shit. That's just that. Straight like that. I don't care. We are here to rehearse the righteous acts, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they are bound on earth in Matthew 18, it should be bound in heaven. That's it. What's the problem? Everybody want to be right, right? And you're fucking wrong. How about that? Right? Let me finish. Right? Verse 7, 2 Maccabees 67. And in the day of the king's birth, every month they were bought by bitter constraint to eat of the sacrifice. And when the feast of Bacchus was kept, the Jews were compelled to go in procession to Bacchus carrying ivy. Moreover, they went out to decree the neighboring cities of the heathens by the suggestions of Ptolemy against the Jews, that they should observe the same fashions and be partakers of their sacrifices. And whosoever not conform themselves to the manners of the Gentiles, natural Gentiles, should be put to death. Then might a man have seen the present misery. When that shit pop off out here in this country, man, we're going to see really about this Hebrew Israelite life. It's an Israelite life. For there were two women bought who circumcised their children, whom when they have openly left round about the city, the babies hanging at their breasts, they cast them down headlong from the wall, killed our women with the babies to their breasts. Man, you want to love these Gentiles? You want to love these heathens? Man, you niggas is arms, man. Straight like that. And others that ran together into caves nearby to keep the Shabbat day, secretly being discovered to Philip, were all burnt together because they made a covenant to help themselves for the honor of the most sacred day. Shabbat is the most sacred. How about that? Regardless of what you say, regardless of what you feel. He that believeth on me, St. John 7:38, as the scripture have said. So now, if the Shabbat is the most sacred day, and hey, the STL elders out here, Mr. Feeble One and Daniel Foleyman, keep the same Shabbat. Friday night, Sunday night. Shalom, Maniqua Israel, right? Friday night, Saturday night. They observe the same Shabbat day, right? So it's considered the most sacred day. So should we have sex, seed of copulation, quaba and mama thumb swinging, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, huffing and puffing and breathing and, you know, all this extra stuff going on the Shabbat day that you say is set apart, right? But these heathens, oh, I'm sorry, that's a heathen custom. But these Hebrews sitting there saying it's all good. So I'm about to play an audio. I'm about to share a screen. Those of you that's on Facebook, you need to go to the Army of Israel Cleveland page so you can see what I'm sharing. You may can hear it from there, but I'm about to play a clip from the Hebrew One show last week, Sunday, concerning the doctrine, because it's a doctrine, because the doctrine is the commandment. So it was attached to a commandment to justify having sex on the Shabbat. Now, that's the doctrine. Okay? And so now before I can read that or go into that, I'm going to bring up these scriptures right here. Right? 1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times, we on the latter times, some should depart from the faith. A lot of people have been in this truth for a minute and they fall in the hell off, making up shit, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. The doctrine is the commandment, so Rock 19:19. And I got my Burger King crown on because I'm rehearsing the righteous acts. And the Most High say he would put crowns upon our heads, right? We are kings. We are a royal nation. The hell with vow, okay? Speaking lies and hypocrisy, so your ass will get cut. Having their conscience seared with a high iron. You think you really know what you're talking about? You really think you are on point? You are deceived, Negro. Facts. Forbidding to marry. You got these Negroes talking about you can't marry. Monogamy versus polygamy. Right? And commanded to abstain from meats. We got the we can't eat meat anymore. Meat is defiled. So we can eat the vegetables. When the scripture said the earth is defiled from the inhabitants thereof. Doctrines. Don't make a doctrine. You want to eat your vegetables, your fruits and vegetables, then you eat it. But don't condemn me for eating what's lawful and eat my meats that the Most High gave. And he's going to talk about that right here. Right? Speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with a hot iron, forbidding to marry, commanding to abstain from meat. You got niggas commanding you can't eat. Nigga, you out your mind. I'm going to eat meat, Negro. I'm gonna eat my lamb, my oxtails, and beef, and deer, and chicken, and turkey, and whatever else, Negro. The hell out of here. You must be out your damn mind. Most ain't gonna give us no law that's off. Forbidding to marry, commanding, abstain from meat with God have created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. I know the truth. So the truth of the law, Psalms 119, 142. So I don't care what I'm talking about. Facts. 2 Timothy 3. Y'all niggas ain't gonna get me. I'm sorry. Y'all can't. You can't get me. I'm sorry. You can't get me. You can't. Sorry. Can't get me. Can't get me with the bullshit. 2 Timothy 3 and 14 and 12. But evil men, 2 Timothy 3 and 12. But evil men and seducers, they're evil and they're seduction. They're using seduction. Remember them? Anybody got that book called The Art of Seduction? They had a book called the Art of War. They have the Art of Seduction. This is witchcraft, right? But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. They're deceiving and they're being deceived. So now, let's get to it. I'm gonna show you something. Okay. Check this out, y'all. So as you can tell, we are the Mr. Hebrew 1.tv category. All you niggas getting hit out here that's perpetrating the fraud out here. Your time shall come. Warning. Okay? So let's play this right here. So if you notice, we at 0, right? And I scroll over here. You see the time? It goes all the way to 410. Right? This is the Hebrew 1 show that was debuted. They debuted on April 28th. Matter of fact, let me go back. See? Right here. The Hebrew 1 show, April 28th, 2019. I'm gonna click on it. Okay, let's click on it. The most dangerous show. So we know this whole show right here is 4 hours and 10 minutes, 4:11:23. That's the end of the show. Let me show you how wicked people are. Now, this is the whole broadcast from the feeble one, right? He did no edits on this joint, right? Now, I'm going to show you another one right here, right? No, that one. Nope. Oh. Let me go here. Damn, where's God's Warriors? Okay, so what I'm going to do is open a new window. All right, God's Warrior. This is Daniel Foleyman page. Right? See that? World's most dangerous talk show, 4/20/2019. Do you see the difference? 3 hours, 34 minutes, and 11 seconds. It's a difference. Look here. 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 24 seconds. Huh? Why is the same show, the Hebrew 1 show, 4 hours, 28 minutes of 2019, is shorter over here? Why is that? Why is the same show, Daniel Foleyman, God's Warrior 298, with the 4,505 subscribers and 876 videos? Hallelujah. You teach people that they Israelites. You teach them Mashiach Yahushua, and that I rejoice. But why do you got 3 hours and 34 minutes, 11 seconds when the real show, hold on, is 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 24 seconds? Why is the show here, Shalom, Deacon, Hakad, and young brothers out there banging on these fucking heathens out here, man? Straight up and down, man. A previous words. Whatever. 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 24 seconds over here. But when you go over here on God's Warrior channel, it's 3 hours and 34 seconds, or 3 hours, 34 minutes, 11 seconds. Why? Because this Negro right here, Daniel Foleyman, is hiding. Because the niggas jumped out the window with some bullshit and said it's okay if you have sex on Shabbat. So this nigga went and edited the whole thing out. He edited out what? 37 minutes out of the class because he know his ass got he damn put his foot all in his mouth. Real talk. So let's hear the bullshit. Let me show you. Listen. 3 hours and 29 minutes. Shalom, my man. My brother's doing their thing, man. I'm gonna see you in a minute, Prince, out there. Check this out. Somebody made an emergency run to snip. A few more bushels of bananas needed to be secured to get some calmness back over there. And see, they bombing on me. Now, let me show you. They bombing on me. So you niggas out there talking shit. Now, why my harm is bombing on people? Because niggas bombing on me. I'm gonna tell you right now. I let a lot of niggas slide out here in Israel that stepped on my foot, on my toe because I fuck with you. Try it again, bombing on you.
Sure. They had these other phones they had to sell. Because remember, for the Kazos, he sit at the table with the devil himself. That's why they call it the synagogue. Right. They sit on these things. I thought he had with him the power. I got the power of that. Tell him what he's over.
Check this out. He gonna bomb you. Look at the gang of followers. I'm the gorilla man, know that.
Boy, he tried to come up there 3 times. That boy had so little with him to calm his ass down over there. Somebody made an emergency run to snook. A few more bushels of bananas needed to be secured to get some calmness back over there.
Funny nigga. Check this out. Now this video where this sister came in, now you notice you got 3 hours and 29 minutes right here, right? Check it out. Let me show you how these niggas know they off as fuck. Stop. So who's speaking with? It's 3 hours and 29 minutes and 46 seconds. Check it.
What's your name?
Now, 3 hours and 30 minutes on point, right? Hallelujah. Now, when I switch over to God's Warrior channel, look right here, 3 hours and 34 minutes and 11 seconds. While this video here is ending, Shalom Benaiah, man, big brother. Why is Daniel Solomon edited version on God's Warrior 298 has 3 hours and 34 minutes and 11 seconds? This shit is edited because he's put his fucking foot in his mouth. I'm gonna be real and gully with it. The hell with the bullshit. If you're not about it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't on that. Shalom, you man. I'm being rude right now. That's just what it is, man. Straight up. 3 hours and 34 minutes, 11 seconds. The total video, the same damn video. You see what I'm saying? But over here, this woman is about to talk about, you know, the Shabbat day. I'm gonna play the whole thing so y'all can hear the whole thing about how this man had to switch shit up. These dudes use mad sorcery, man. Using different words and switching shit up and going left to right and up and down. You gotta pay attention what niggas be saying out here, man. These niggas be lying, man. They be on some bullshit, man. Straight up, you not getting me with the sorcery. I'm sorry. I'm too stubborn for it. You can't woo me to sleep. You can't compliment me. You can't do none of that shit. I'm not the one. Trust it. Now listen to this shit.
Okay.
Shamakiah, can you hear the audio? Benaiah, can you hear the audio? Let me know if you can hear the audio. You know what I'm saying? Clear. If I can turn it down a little bit, turn it up a little bit, let me know. Let me know what's good. Can you hear him? Let me know. If you can't hear, it's not clear, then holler at me, man. I'm about to play this joint, man.
This morning, I wanted to ask a question. I was trying to have questions, but this one I just really just take away the most I got because during the rain, the most I had doing a lot of studying. And one of my last studies was Super Jubilee, me and my daughter. And I tried to read it because this was my first time reading it. But, you know, I'm studying, so came across where actually, I don't know if you guys heard of this, Israel, to independent Israelite, Hebrew, Jewish good messages and the words. And so I was up to be clear, I heard a message from Peter saying that as the book of Jubilee, that we, Hebrew Israelites, were made on Shabbat day because it was actually carried out in heaven before it was done on the flesh.
So listen, man. Listen, y'all can go over here and watch the Mr. Hebrew 1T.TV. She's talking about the Shabbat day, and she mentioned about the book of Jubilees. Okay, which I don't subscribe to the book of Jubilees. I don't subscribe to the book of Enoch. I don't subscribe to the book of none of these alternative books. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that I'm not going to read those books and investigate these books, but I have not, and do not teach brothers and sisters that follow me, or whatever the case is, to read those books. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that there's not knowledge in those books. You see what I'm saying? But this sister is speaking about what she's been studying. Now, I'm just going to skip this. I'm going to let it play because Daniel Foley Man going to come into play, and he going to give his sorcery on everything that, what he want to present. All right? So I want y'all to hear the whole matter. Scripture examining the whole matter. Here we go.
What are you talking about? The battle in heaven? What are you saying? I'm talking about the Shabbat day. Carried out in the heaven before he was given to anybody on the earth in the flesh. Yeah, angels, the Shabbat day. There's first and celebrating the first day, what I'm saying? Yes, correct. And the angels that she and Daniel. Yes, they observed it in heaven. And that means the host the angels keep touching his hand. I'm sorry. And so he said this being given to his flesh on the person to see every minute, the status. Right. Okay. And so I'm saying from there, of course, the people that he's listening with, the Hebrews, of course, I know I'm doing about this afternoon, people. I'm going to read now. I'm going to read. I'm sorry. I said he gave it to Adam too. Remember, way before Abraham was called the first Hebrew, Adam had the Sabbath. Yes, sir. I just basically said this is the real way to cut through the earth as far as the people and nation. Yes, that's right. And so, it also said these two long words. It also said that
Shalom, Kelly Hines, man. What's good with you, brother?
it was only for us alone. And I get the context of that, but the way the brother said it, he said, so he was only supposed to be keeping him. Well, see, that's what we're read the book of Jubilee, and I do agree that when he was here, because I wasn't sure when he said that, I was the way I just said it. Because I know he gave us this experience and we have to teach be like unto the heathen other nations. Right. And I know they're going to have to cleave unto us, and I know they're going to have to go into the gate with us because they kill 5 flames on the gate. But it's confusing when it says that it's only us to keep it like on the earth. Right. Absolutely. He is not to be keeping it in the earth. Well, you have a lot of trouble. What I'm thinking in my mind, because I know you're supposed to teach it, and I know the stranger is supposed to, if they join with us, to teach the stranger, but that's because they're accepting their offer, accepting their teaching out, like that's the delay. So that's the part of life. So we always want to be keeping it. How are we supposed to? Well, you got to understand. Because they're supposed to keep.
Shalom, Kenisha, Shalom.
For us to accept. I'm confused on that. Let me help you out. Let me help you out a little bit. Yeah, take a breath, sister. Take a breath.
Okay, this is the moment. That sister was all over the place, but she knew she was talking about the book of what? She's talking about the book of Jubilees, about the Shabbat day. That was she was on the book of Jubilees, right? She was studying, she was reading the book of Jubilees. This is her question about the book of Jubilees. Pay attention how Negroes redirect you about the book of Jubilees. In my sarcasm, I say Jubilies. Okay? But there's truth out there. Okay? And on this particular point, I cannot disagree with what you're going to hear in the book of Jubilees because the scriptures backs it up. See, if the Bible backs certain things up, bow, I'm rocking with it all day long. But if it don't, oh no, it's a riddles rap for thou. So check this out. Check what Daniel Folly Man is about to do now. Listen. You gotta listen clear.
You have to understand what you read. Like when you read Gasson starts at a certain point and it ends at a certain point. So you don't have any more information about other patriarchs in the Bible. Jubilees does the same thing. It's called liveth. So it's perspective. Almost 90% of it is going to be written in the order of Aaron. It's going to be from a perspective of we're only dealing going into detail with the nation who is being built. So it's saying certain things that may contradict the Bible, but it's not breaking law because you just got to find the content that is taken because it can't go void. So that means it can't have errors in it. So you just have to find the language that is talking in that. See, like a lot of times people run to everything is wrong. It must be done with two witnesses. You got one in Jubilee say that. There's got to be one in the Bible that say the same exact thing. So you got the two witnesses. Minimum. It is just like in Jubilees it says a man should have sex on the Sabbath. Well, there ain't another witness nowhere. Stuff on water. So you got, even if you feel that, you still got to hold your one because you're defeated. If you throw it out there, you don't have a second witness out there. But in the Bible, it's two witnesses because Adam rested. He said he rested, and it never would have been a day 8 until he seen it. So when he was told to be fruitful and multiply. So that's 7 days. Sabbath rest. In Genesis, Isaiah 4th chapter, the same thing. Men should take care of 7 women in that day. There's going to be reproduction of those that's left alive that remain of Israel. That's going to be in 1,000 years. Sabbath rest. Correct. So you have to understand you got two witnesses that you hold over here until those that keep saying you can't have or do the commandment of being fruitful and multiply on the Sabbath day. Should you do good on the Sabbath day? I'm not talking about just being horny. Right. So you have to just understand the whole law system. And if it's not contradictory like that, then that on the I'm just saying,
Okay. Did y'all hear that? Those of you that are detectives and investigators and want to make sure that because let me tell you something, the false prophets are all in Israel. If you think that you came in as truth and you think you made it to heaven, all these brothers and sisters are so holy and loud and righteous, won't go off, then you are deceived. You are deceived. You are deceived. The false prophets are in the truth. Yasharal. Here. They right here. All on Facebook, all on YouTube. They here. You know why? Because you knew the false teachings in the world. And that's why you gravitated. And the Most High brought you to the truth. Who you are. The scripts. False prophets. The false teachers are here. Now, what I took the liberty to do is to write down every word this man said. Because it was so much bullshit, you get caught up in the sorcery. You can't get me. Sorry, Charlie. So, here's the manuscript. Daniel Follyman. I'm about to read it. Okay? Thing he said, right? He said, you have to understand. This is his world. This is what he doing on top. You have to understand what you're reading. Now remember, this was talking about, she was studying the book of Jubilees about the Shabbat day, right? She didn't even go into any particulars of the Shabbat day. Understand that. She didn't go into any specifics of the Shabbat day, right? Here you go, Dan, you follow, man. You have to understand what you're reading. Like when you're reading Jasher, what does Jasher got to do with anything? What does Jasher got to do with her reading the book of Jubilees? Nothing. But here is the redirection, the misdirection. Jasher starts at a certain point and ends at a certain point. What the hell does that mean? What does that supposed to mean? I don't get it. What does that mean? You have to understand what you're reading. Like when you're reading Jasher, misdirection, when you're Jasher starts at a certain point and ends at a certain point. Here's his explanation. So you don't have any more information about other patriarchs in the Bible. You don't have any information about other patriarchs in the Bible. What the hell are you talking about, Negro? I mean, this totally damn sorcery. This misdirection got you damn bamboozled out of your damn mind. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Beginning to the point, end to the point. You don't have the other patriarchs of the Bible. Like, if I never read that book, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. If I read the book, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But see, we're talking about Jubilees. Here we come back. Jubilees does the same thing. It's called Little Genesis. I researched it. It is called Little Genesis. So its perspective, almost 90% of it is going to be written in the order of Aaron. What? Wait. Where do you get that number from? Where do you get 90% of it is going to be written in the order of honor? In Aaron. Where do you get those numbers from, first of all? And why do you specify in the order of Aaron? What's wrong with the order of Aaron? Is something wrong with the order of Aaron? Because these brothers believe in the order of the Melchizedek, which is not but Hamashiach Yahushua. He said, listen, think not that I come to destroy the law of the prophets, Matthew 5:17. So I don't understand. We try to say that we don't supposed to keep the law. We're supposed to rehearse the righteous acts. Romans 3:31 established, established the law. Like, what are you talking about? Yahushua is Melchizedek. Period. Melchizedek is Yahushua. That's it. If I got to do a class on it, I'm going to do the class on it. That's just that. Okay? So it's going to be written in the order of, it said 90, so its perspective, almost 90% of it is going to be written in the order of Aaron. That's his own numbers he's throwing in there. It's going to be from a perspective of where only dealing going into detail of the nation being built. So it's saying certain things that may contradict the Bible. What the hell does all this you talk about to do with the woman question or statement or what the hell ever? You all over the place. You all over the place. Just talking to get you caught up and think they saying something. They ain't saying shit. Read it again. Jubilees does the same thing. It's called Little Genesis. So its perspective, almost 90% of it's going to be written in the order of Aaron. And it's going to be from a perspective of we're only going into detail of the nation being built. So it's saying certain things that may contradict the Bible. So the book of Jubilees is contradicting the Bible. Why am I reading the book of Jubilees if it's contradicting the Bible? Number one, why would I read the book? Out of your own admission as an elder in the so-called SDL, you just said that the book of Jubilees contradicts the Bible, but you tell people to read the book of Jubilees. Jubilees. My brothers deal with it. Hallelujah. The elder Daniel Foleyman said this book contradicts the Bible. Contradicts the Bible. Out of your own mouth. You said that. Right? But, here we go with the but. Every time a nigga put the but in there, they're going to try to eliminate everything that was just said, and then they're going to come up with some other bullshit. Right? Can I borrow $100? You can borrow $100. But, I only got 40. I don't want to hear you got 40. I want to hear about the 100. I don't want to hear about 40. I asked 400. But every time a nigga gonna give a but, they're gonna go against whatever you previously said is a wrap for that. Yeah, I believe what you I understand what you said, but sorcery. Here we go. Right? He said, but it's not breaking law. How does the book of Jubilees contradict the Bible, but it's not breaking law when you said that Jubilees does the same thing? It's called Little Genesis. So its perspective is almost 90% of it is going to be written in the order of Aaron. So that's the law. But you said it contradicts the Bible. Then you come back and say, but it's not breaking law. So 10% of the book of Jubilees is not breaking the law. What the hell you talk about? 90% is of Aaron, which is the laws, as Aaron is the law. Aaron are the high priests. Levi was given the law. So if it's 90% is Aaron, but it doesn't contradict the Bible, then what part don't contradict the Bible? Like, what the hell you talk about, nigga? This is sorcery at the highest level. Sorcery. Because you just gotta find the content. What you mean I gotta find the content? I gotta go on a witch hunt now? What you talking about? Either contradict the Bible or not. But it don't break the law. But you gotta find the content. That is taking, because it can't go void. It can't go void. What you mean? What the hell do you mean? It contradicts the Bible, but not breaking law. You have to find the content, because you can't make it void. So basically, you making shit up. Because if it's 90% of Aaron, but it's not breaking the law, right? But it's not breaking the law. It contradicts the Bible, it's not breaking the law. But then you got to find and investigate the content of what you're reading to make sure it's not breaking the law, which 90% is of the law, because it can't go void. Why it can't go void? Because it can't go void. Like, what do you mean it can't go void? You mean what you're trying to say is that even though it contradicts the Bible, but it's not breaking law, and we have to find the content. We can't go void. What the fuck can't go void? I don't understand what you're talking about. You all over the place. You all over the place. Like, goddamn. So that means it can have errors in it, but you said it contradicts the Bible. But then you come back and say 90% of it is of the law of Aaron, which is in the first 5 books of Exodus. I mean, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Then you come back and say it doesn't break law. Because you have to find the content. Because it can't go void. So that means it can't have errors. What the hell? This nigga is double talking. This nigga is double talking the devil. This nigga is the devil that the Bible speaks of. This straight like that. I'm sorry to tell you. This man is damn wicked as hell, lying, making shit up. You stop this. Making shit up. Making shit up, fam. Real talk. Making shit up. So it says, so that means it can't have errors in it. So you just have to find the language. Now we gotta find the language. What the hell is this nigga talking about? What the hell are you talking about, my dude? You don't know what you're talking about. You're just talking. You're just talking. Now you gotta find it. You gotta, 90% of it's Aaron, but break it. It's not breaking law. You gotta find content, void, errors, and language. So that is talking in there, comma. See, like a lot of times, see, now he went somewhere else. See, all this bullshit he was fucking saying earlier, come right back now and say that it's taking in there, talking in there. See, like a lot of times, people run to everything is law. See, he don't know where he going. He is confused. He's confusing his own damn self. He's all over the place. Understand? All over the place. It don't make sense. Then you follow mind what you talking about. You don't make sense, bro. Period. Too many Christmas wreaths on the door. That is talking in there. See, like a lot of times people run to everything is law. It must be done with 2 witnesses. It must be done with 2 witnesses. This is his own words. It must be done with 2 witnesses. Minimum, he said. Right? Now I'm about to do a class about attire in the Bible. Right? Clothes we wore, head wraps, crowns, everything. And 1 Corinthians 11 talks about a man covering his head and a woman uncovering her head. Or a woman covering her head and a man uncovering her head. Right? There's not a duplicate scripture that say the exact same thing. Exactly worded in another verse in scripture. But you run with that verse and you establish that verse as that's law in the context of what you're reading. Right? You see what I'm saying? I'm going to do a class on that though. But to show you the hypocrisy in them, they stand on that one verse, as Mally said. You understand that? So, not saying that we don't supposed to wear head covers or women wear coverings or vice versa, but the verse, the scripture, as presented in the way it's worded, find another precept or script that says it the same way. Is the point. But we establish that as a witness. That's the point. That's the point. Okay? Check this out. He's saying, two witnesses minimum. It's just like in Jubilees. It says, now I don't know why he went here, but he put his fucking foot in his, sorry. It's just like in Jubilees, it says a man shouldn't have sex on the Shabbat. Well, it ain't another witness. Nowhere you stuck on one. Okay? Do you not know the book of Jubilees, the 50th chapter, I think the 34th verse, it tells you that if a man has sex on the Shabbat, that he will be killed and destroyed? Huh? Does anybody know that? If anybody want to put, oh, Scott Vic, what's going on? If you have sex on the Shabbat, the book of Jubilees says you gonna be put the hell out. You see, the book of Jubilees, right? Chapter 50. Let me see if I can get that, pull it up right quick. Jubilees 50. Okay, I'm gonna screen share so y'all can see it. Those that's on YouTube, check it out. The book of Jubilees, chapter 50. Let's get it. And these brothers stand in the book of Jubilees. So you are elder for 30 years. So now you're going to go against your own records or books that you use. Right? Chapter 50. And after this law, I made known to thee the days of the Shabbats in the desert of Sinai, which is between Elam and Sinai. And I told thee of the Shabbats of the land on Mount Sinai, and I told thee of the Jubilee years and the Shabbats of years. But the year thereof have I not told thee till ye enter the land which ye are to possess. And the land also should keep its Shabbats while they dwell upon it, and they should know the Jubilee year. Wherefore I have ordained for thee the year weeks and the years and the jubilees. There are 49 jubilees from the days of Adam until this day, 24:10 a.m. And the 1 week and 2 year, and there are 40 years to come distance for learning the commandments of Yahweh until they pass over to the land of Canaan, crossing Jordan to the west. And the Jubilees shall pass by until Israel is cleansed from all guilt of fornication and uncleanness and pollution and sin and error, and dwells with confidence in all the land. And there shall be no more a Satan or an evil one. And the land shall be clean from that time forevermore. We're just reading what it says. And behold, the commandment regarding Shabbats, I have written, in parentheses, them down for thee, and all the judgment of its laws. 6 days shall thou labor, but on the 7th day is the Shabbat of Yahweh your power. In it ye shall do no manner of work, ye and your sons and your men servants and your maid servants and all your cattle and the sojourner also who is with you. And the man that, verse 8, and the man that does any work on it shall die. Remember the man that picked up the 3 sticks? Die. Whosoever desecrates that day, whoever lies with his, in parentheses, wife, or whoever says he would do something on it, right? That he was set out on a journey therein in regard to any buying or selling, and whosoever draws water thereon, which he had not prepared for himself on the 6th day, and whosoever takes up any burden to carry it out of his tent, or out of his house shall die. All you Negroes out here should be hawked, including me. All of us are finished. Read it on. You can read this whole thing. It's on point. This is the book that they subscribe to. So how you an elder and you subscribe to the book of Jubilees, and it tells you, again, once again, verse 8, and the man that does any work in it shall die, whosoever desecrates that day, whoever lies with his wife, right? Shall die. Right there. Whosoever lies with his wife shall die. That's what the book of Jubilees says. But this guy saying something else. Now, let me read his transcripts. Right? So he said this. That is taken in there. See, like a lot of times people run to everything in law. It must be done with 2 witnesses minimum. It's just like in Jubilees, it says a man should have sex on the Shabbat. Well, it ain't another witness. Nowhere you stuck. That's what he's saying. You stuck on one, right? So you got, even if you feel that you still got to hold your one because you be cheating, where the hell you get cheating at in the Bible? If you throw it out there and you don't have the second witness, see what I'm saying? But the first witness is the book of Jubilees, obviously. But he's saying there's no other witness in the Bible. That's a lie. That's a lie. Then he says, but in the Bible, now you want to say, now you're excluding the book of Jubilees, like that's not the Bible. Because now you say in the Bible. I thought the book of Jubilees is part of the Bible. Or you can just say, well, in the Bible, and separate the book of Jubilees, just saying the Bible. Okay, whatever. But in the Bible, it's 2 witnesses. So Jubilees is not 2 witnesses? If it's part of the Bible? Because here's the sorcery. Because Adam rested, he said, your resting, it shall never would have been a day 8 until he sinned. I don't know what the hell this nigga talking about. What the hell are you talking about? It wouldn't have been a day 8 until you sinned. So you telling me time just automatically stopped? The continuation of time was just halted? First day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, mankind was made in the 6th day. And he said he rested on the 7th day. So I don't understand how you sit there and talk about, Adam was smashing on the Shabbat day. One day is the Most High, 1,000 years, 1,000 years is a day to the Most High. So a day is just a regular day to us, right? It's a 24-hour period, but the Most High is so glorious and powerful that the time that we think is a short time, you know what I'm saying, it's a long time for the Most High. See what I'm saying? Period. Or however you want to look at it. Right? So it said you'll be cheating if you throw it out and you don't have the second witness. But in the Bible, it's 2 witnesses because Adam rested. He said you're resting, and it never would have been a day 8 until he said, what you mean? Why would the Most High say he made every creation in Genesis, the 1st chapter, and on the 2nd chapter, he rested on the 7th day? But then you're going to try to act like Adam was smashing on the 7th day. That's for made the 8th day. Okay, because if you go in Genesis 2nd chapter, if you really look at it, it's like it's reiterating certain things that was made in the first, you know what I'm saying, in the creation in Genesis the 1st chapter. Shout out to Jeremiah. Please say the Yah. You see what I'm saying? Straight like that. So you trying to make it seem like Adam was smashing on the Shabbat day to justify your bullshit. Because he made male and female on the 6th day. And let me get that scripture. First and foremost, Negro. Damn lying ass nigga. You ain't gonna never get me. Facts. You can get the little half-lights and all that, part-timer lights and, you know, the newbies and all that, that's all hyped up with the scriptures and they, you know, they itchy earring and everything like that, but you're not going to get mom. Genesis 1:28, peekaboo kaya. And the Most High said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in the which, hold on, let me make sure, let me go up, I'm going off. Let me go up first. Oh. The creation of man, Genesis 1:26, and the Most High said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish and of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So the Most High created man in his own image, in the image of the Most High created he him, male and female created he them, right? So male and female was created during this particular time, and the Most High blessed them, and the Most High said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. Now, and the Most High said, behold, I'll give you every herb bearing seed, blah, 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 go all the way down to the 11th verse. And the Most High said, everything that he had made, and behold, is very good. And the evening and the morning were the 6th day. The evening and the morning were the 6th day. So male and female was made on the 6th day. Now, if you want to run with the 1,000-year period, okay, check it. If men was living to be immortal, and they had 6,000 years to do whatever they had to do, and on the 7,000 year, they have abstained from sexual activity for that 1,000-year period, then that's what it was. Period. That's what it was, because man was immortal, and time was like the Most High Yahweh. So one day is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like a day to the Most High. So if we was in his vibration and his power, then on the seventh day, we still wasn't smashing. Even we deal with the Most High time. So we deal with man time, okay? Whether we deal with man time or the Most High time, it's the same goddamn time. No sex on the Shabbat, Negro. You try to make a point to say, he said you resting, and it never would have been a day 8 until he sinned. What the hell are you talking about, man? You all over the place, bro. What you mean he sinned? Because why? I don't know the doctrine you may bring forth. Adam sinned because he hearkened to his wife, listened to another man, spiritual entity, Satan, seducing her to damn try to be over her man and going into and looking into the tree of good and evil. So, what are you talking about? Regardless of the fact, it's a Shabbat. And at your own book, there's no sex on the Shabbat. And the Most High said, rest on the Shabbat. You're not resting if you're inserting your rod in the Kubah and you're not resting, Negro. You're smashing. Period. So if you're doing it and you make mistakes, okay, or well, repent. But don't make a doctrine, Negro, because you're the only elders of the STL. That's the point. Now he says, so, and he was told to be fruitful and multiply. So that 7 days Shabbat rest. So you see how he insert that Adam and Eve was smashing on the Shabbat? He just can throw that in there, this sorcery. In Genesis 1, Isaiah 4, chapter, same thing. Men should take hold of 7 women in that day, is going to be a reproduction of those who left alive, who remain of Israel. That's going to be in 1,000 years Shabbat rest. So now he's going to take Isaiah 4:1 to try to link up with Genesis 2 to try to make this justification of having sex on the Shabbat, to say in the future he's making that day that several women, I don't know if he's trying to make that the seventh day or the seventh year or whatever the hell he's trying to make, and try to make that the 7 women in that day should take hold of one man. So that's the Shabbat, because he may go into his mind and say, well, this is not our rest. And then when we inherit the heathens and all that, it's going to be our rest. You see what I'm saying? But doesn't mean that that's the most our sacred day. That may be a rest from our oppressors, Isaiah 4:1 talks about. But he want to use sorcery and manipulation to try to convince you in your mind to justify him being a horny elder to get the kubah on the Shabbat day, speaking against the poly dudes. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? To justify his horny ass on the Shabbat night and Saturday morning when he up like this and hitting his wife. You feel me? Straight up and down. You Negroes are something else, man. Right? So he says, I mean, Isaiah 4th chapter, men should take hold of 7 women in that day is going to be reproduction of those who left alive, who remain of Israel. That's going to be in 1,000 years Shabbat. Where the hell that say that? Where does that say that at in Isaiah 4:1? It doesn't say that, Negro. You just made that up. Damn you funny man. Just made it up. Making up prophecies. So you're comparing raising up, healing. So you're trying to compare, let me get this right? Now, let me read what I got right here first. So you have to understand, you got 2 witnesses that you roll over here, Genesis and Isaiah. This is his witnesses, right? To cancel out the book of Jubilees that he subscribed to about having sex on the Shabbat. He just, the hell with that. The hell with that. I know it said that we subscribe to the book of Jubilee. We tell you read the book of Jubilees. It's breaking down the Shabbat, but we don't believe in that part of the Shabbat. The book of Jubilee, the 50th chapter, right? So you have to understand you got 2 witnesses that you roll over here. To those who keep saying you can't have or do the commandment, which is having sex on the Shabbat, is really what he's trying to say. Those who keep saying you can't have sex on the Shabbat, or you hit out of his words, you're saying you can't have or do the command of being fruitful and multiply on the Shabbat day. It was not the 7th day, Negro. It was on the 6th day that command was given based on your understanding, Negro. You just lied. Now let's get the Bible, liar. These niggas be lying, man. Genesis 1:26. And the Most High said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, and every creeping thing that creep upon the earth. So the Most High created man in his own image, in the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created he them. And the Most High blessed them, male and female, and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moves upon the earth. For the Most High said, verse 29, I have given you every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be meat, to every beast of the earth, to every fowl of the air, to everything that creep upon the earth, wherein there is life. I've given every herb for meat. It was, and it was so. Verse 31. And the Most High saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the 6th day. The 6th day. Huh? the chicken came home to roost. How beautiful is that? And your brother Maharakar made a sincere effort, sincere mistake based off a conversation in 2015. And you deliberately made up some bullshit. Then you followed it. The Most High is great. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Mashiach Yahushua. Those that know what I'm saying right now, that's in the know what I'm saying. All praise and glory. So now I'm going to read again what this Negro said. Right? And so you have to understand, you got two witnesses that you roll over here, and to those who keep saying you can't have or do the commandment of being fruitful and multiply on the Shabbat day, is it should you do good on the Shabbat? I'm not talking about just being a horny. Oh, Negro. You're just going to compare doing good on the Shabbat, and you're not talking about just being horny. So you're talking about being horny, but not just being horny on the Shabbat. I'm not just talking about being horny and getting the quabah, putting a mama thorn in the quabah. I'm not just talking about that. I'm not just talking about being horny on the Shabbat day. These Negroes use sorcery with words. Read it again. So you have to understand, you got two witnesses that you roll over here. To those who keep saying, right? Those of us that say you're supposed to have sex in the Sabbath, saying you can't have or do the command of being fruitful and multiply on the Shabbat day. Is it should you do good on the Shabbat? I'm not talking about just being horny. So you comparing doing good on the Shabbat to when Yahushua raised the dead, healed the leopard, raised the dead, fed the multitude of people, healed the blind, all these different things you talking about. You think in your mind, Negro, that you're doing good, putting your rod in your woman's quabah on the Shabbat day, loin warfare, slippery slopes, maybe some of y'all might be on the dry slopes, and you think that you're doing good on the most sacred day when your seed of copulation come out of your worlds, Negro. Leviticus 15 tells you, Negro, your ass is going to be unclean. So how the hell you're doing good on the Shabbat day because you're the horny, the elders of SEL, trying to justify loin warfare on the Shabbat day and thinking you're doing good, being unclean, busting a damn good one, or a weak one, or whatever the one you busting off, and your woman busting off nuts and everything. They don't keep it real. And you say you doing good, Negro. These people in Israel are out of their mind. They're out of their mind. But then you folly man. I see you now, what? Then you folly man. Leviticus 15 and 31. Right? No, I'm at not 15, 31. Where we at? You said 15, 16, brother? Let me go over there. Let me jump up. I'm going off. Right? It says this. If any man see, emulation go out from him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water. Every part of your flesh, in between your toes, your ears, drum, every damn your asshole, every damn thing, every place you're supposed to wash. Straight up. Right? I'm sorry, man. This is what the scripture says. If any man see legs go out from him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water and be unclean until the evening. So whatever your Shabbat day is, if you go into the Shabbat on Friday night and you get horny, elder, and you want to stick your mama thumb in the kuppah, and you bust a nizzards, because why are you having sex? The point of you having sex is for pleasure. I mean, what else are you doing it for? Why else are you doing it? Why else the woman let you do it? Because she want to bust a grape too. A lot of women want to bust a grape, but they, let's keep it real. Men be horny as hell with a woman on their period, and they be like, yo, give me some time. And she went, no, because I'm not getting no satisfaction, so you have to wait for my 7 days for you to get any pleasure. I'm not going to pleasure as loud and give you some fetty wops, and you and I get no words. Real talks. You're not playing with y'all out here. You're not gonna lie and bullshit. You laying with the woman because you want pleasure. It feels good. Yeah, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? Tony, Negro, you remember that? You older dudes. It feels good. That's why you put your mama thumb in the coupon. Because you want to, right? You want all the sensations that come in your damn chest from your loins. Oh, shit. Right? That's what you want, Negro. On the most high Shabbat day, the most sacred day, you're supposed to set apart day, holy day, right? And you up there busting a good one? Get the hell out of here, Negro. The most I ain't feeling thou. You niggas is crazy. You making up shit. It don't even make sense. Boy, I tell us loud. The horny elders and the horny brews making shit up. Busting the good one on the Shabbat. Love is loud. Oh, love is loud. We're doing Genesis, the 2nd chapter. Genesis, the 1st chapter. Fruit, multiply. I know it's Shabbat. We keep the commands. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll be here. You niggas is crazy, boy. Scripture said, whatsoever you do in word or deed, right? And matter of fact, in Colossians, other scripture, 1 Corinthians talk about whatever you do with the body, you do it all to the Most High. So you smashing and dedication to Yahweh. Get the hell out of it, bro. You doing that shit for your own pleasure. That's it. You want to bust a grape, and that's it, son. That's it. Your wife want to bust multiples of grapes. That's what y'all niggas doing. Y'all have a pleasure on the Shabbat day, and your ass will be unclean. Let's be the fight. Leviticus 15. Now, enough for the joke. Okay? Let's go. Leviticus 15:16 for you Negroes out there. If any man see the copulation go out from him, then he shall wash all his flesh in water and be unclean until the evening. And every garment and every skin wherein is the seed of copulation should be washed with water and be unclean until the evening. So if your Shabbat start in the evening and you bust off Friday night tonight, your ass ain't clean till the sun go down. Okay? If you want to say Saturday morning and you bust a nut on Saturday morning, Negro, you unclean Saturday morning and you unclean to the evening because you can't, it's a 24-hour Shabbat. You ain't gonna rock off those damn half a damn Shabbat day. Get out of here. Okay, first and foremost. Okay, because you still in the Shabbat, you still unclean. But whatever. Okay? And every garment and every skin. So if you bust off on a garment, you ain't got no control. It's all everywhere. It's unclean. You realize when you bust off on the sheets and the pillowcase and everywhere on the wall, you have to wash the worlds. Right? And every skin. Why I say skin? For you people that say you were supposed to pull out. Why is it saying skin then? Huh? Why is it saying skin? Don't you have special places where you like to bust the seed of copulation at? You Negroes be perpetrating the fraud out here. You Negroes is fraudulents. You know damn well what you be doing. Okay? It is not always see the copulation going in the quabah. Whatever your favorite location is, it's unclean. Every garment and every skin, you best try on you. Or smash. Okay? Every garment and every skin wherein is the seed of copulation, sperm, nut, spermazoid, whatever you want to call it, shall be washed with water and be unclean until the evening. See that? See that part right there? It's like breaking down three different things there, right? So if the seed go out of thou, if it go on the garment, if it go on the skin, whatever, the garment, the clothes, the skin, out of you, you're unclean. If a woman, it says, the woman also, now it says, why is saying the woman? They didn't even mention the woman in the beginning of the sentences. They didn't even mention the women. So what you was doing? Right? Right? Let's keep it real. You teenagers, you know damn well the seed of copulation, wow. Once you get that wet dream, it's over. Arm and hammer. Boom. Right? Boom. All day, every day. Showers everywhere. Okay? And some people still is booming in the 20s, booming, booming. Hurry. Okay? You're booming. And you women are doing the same thing with your toys. All right? Your little fallacies that you use, your toys from the adult store. Okay? You doing the same thing, you just got the toy. Okay? The woman also with whom man shall lie with seed of copulation. See? Talking about the woman and the man. They shall both bathe themselves in water and be unclean until the evening. So, how are you justifying smashing on the Shabbat and not being unclean? So, those of you that subscribe to Friday evening, to Saturday evening. Now you done bust off Friday night, or maybe you bust off Friday morning. And now you hosting the Shabbat class. Now you on the highways and byways, Saturday to Friday, banging on these heathens. You have to see the compilation all over now. You need to sit your ass down. How about that? You see? Right? You can't run from Leviticus 15. You can't. Daniel folly man. Right? Now, let's get these basic scriptures. He says no witnesses in the Bible. Okay? You Negroes with your damn doctrines, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is the doctrine because it's against the commandment, first and foremost. Okay, so we're going to read your lies. Isaiah 58. Okay? Damn liars, man. Let me go down here. Let me see what's that for. Isaiah 58. Okay. Verse 12. If thou turn away thy foot from the Shabbat, from doing thy pleasure on the holy day. Now you can sit there and make up whatever pleasure you want to make up in your mind. Okay? But we're going to see what these scriptures talking about. You said there's no witness. And you subscribe, Daniel Follyman, to the book of Jubilees. And it clearly tells you can have Shabbat on sex on the Shabbat or you die. Right? So let's see what the Bible says. It says no two witnesses, liar. Isaiah 58 and 12. If thou turn away thy foot from the Shabbat, or 13, from doing thy pleasure, the key word pleasure, on my holy day, sacred day, and call the Shabbat a delight when your ass is unclean, the holy of Yahweh honorable, and shall honor him, right? Doing your little Shabbat lesson with the seal of compilation over the line. Not doing thy own ways, nor finding thy own pleasure, nor speaking thy own words. So can we find any scripture that represent pleasure attached to sex? Can we do that? Is it in the Bible anywhere? Let me see as well. That's one witness, well, that's two witnesses, Jubilees and pleasure. It says Jubilees Isaiah 58 talk about pleasure. But you want to ignore that. So let's stay with the Bible. Right? Because you said the Bible have to have two witnesses out of your own statement. You said over here, right? You said out your own mouth. It's just like in Jubilees, it says a man shouldn't have sex on the Shabbat. Well, it ain't another witness. Nowhere you stuck on one, right? Right? So you got, even if you feel that you still got to hold your one because you be cheating if you throw it out and throw it out there and you don't have the second witness. But in the Bible, it's two witnesses. Two witnesses. So we got one witness in the Bible. Genesis 18, Negro. And you follow, man. All right? 18. And I'm start with verse 9. Sarah promised his son. And they said unto him, where is Sarah thy wife? And he said, behold, in the tent. And he said, I will certainly return unto thee according to the time of life. And lo, Sarah thy wife shall have a son. And Sarah heard it in the tent door, which was behind him. Now Abraham and Sarah were old and well stricken in age. And it ceased to be with Sarah after the death of women. So she was within her. Right? So it says, therefore Sarah laughed within herself, saying, after I am waxed old, Oh, shall I have pleasure, my Lord, being old also? So that means sex. How else is a baby made? Sex. You want the second, third witness confirmation? Because the whole point is a woman that was barren. She was ceased from being women. So she had a husband. So why would she not have sex with her husband? This was not an immaculate. I just want to throw that out. King Solomon, given the wisdom of the Most High. We're going to read the wisdom of Solomon right now. Let's see what he said. He was a prophet. Apocryphal. Wisdom of Solomon, 7:1. I myself also am a mortal man, like to all. Like to all. Mortal means you born, you die. And the offspring of him that was first made of the earth, Adam, was a mortal man. Because that's the subject. The subject is I myself also am a mortal man. Right? Like to all. And the offspring of him, right? Which is Adam, that was first made of the earth. So Adam was mortal. Okay. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man, and the pleasure that came, and the pleasure that came. Ironic is used the word came. Why would it do that? Came with sleep. What's that talking about? Reproduction. Same thing Sarah said, same thing Solomon said. What are you talking about? Do we have to continue for the bunheads? Maybe not, you don't have no cognitive skills, you're bugging the hell out, right? And when I was born, I mean the baby was produced out of this union. I drew in the common ear and fell upon the earth, which is like man, which is of like nature. And the first voice which I uttered was crying, as all others do. I was nursed in swaddling clothes, and that with cares, for there's no king that had any other beginning of birth. For all men have one interest into life, and the light going out. So that's the creation of life, male and female. Isaiah 58, Genesis 18, and now we got Sirach 7. I don't get it, man. What's the problem here? What's the problem? Why are y'all making this thing hard? You see what I'm saying? What's the problem? Huh? Okay, let me get this other witness for you. All right, let's check this out. Let me get the world, because I can't remember off my head, so I have to be Google-like right now. I'm gonna keep it 100. But a lot of you Negroes. I'll be in a Google-like, or Google-like. Well, I'm not really being a Google-like. I'm just going through my concordance right quick. Okay. If anybody knows the scripture, have you ever heard my class? I just can't remember the scripture right now. I'm sorry, I can't remember it, but it is what it is. Right? I think it's Sirach, the 25th chapter. I believe it is. Okay. Yeah. 25:21. Sirach 25:21. Okay. And I had that already in my mind, but I was thinking against myself. So that what happens. 25:21. Sirach 25:21. Check this out. Stumble not, Daniel Solomon, the folly man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. That's like three witnesses about pleasure being sex. In Isaiah 58, it's saying they'll have sex on the Shabbat. Do you guys see that? You little followers or little peekabroos or haters or whatever the hell you are watching and listening. Right? We went in the scriptures. And I mean, not no hard, I mean, in content or context of what the whole topic is about. Straight like that. Okay? And I got the class or the lessons on my channel on Facebook. So now I can go to, we are the temple of the Most High, 1 Corinthians 6. We can go all over the Bible, but I just want to show you guys right quick that these people are liars. They're liars. They're phony. It's a lot of you out there that's not about this truth. You're just here occupying time, bringing forth false doctrine. And once that money start playing a role in any congregation, you Negroes start bugging the hell out. And you think you can say anything now. Anything. Sirach 19:5. Whosoever taketh pleasure in wickedness, or having pleasure on the Most High Shabbat day, is wickedness, shall be condemned, especially you that is condoning it. But he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. So if you resist the Quabah brothers, if you resist the Mama Thun sisters, you receive a crown of life. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. Believe what the Bible saying in the correct context. I'm bringing it out through the Spirit of Moses. This is something easy for me. And it was hard for me coming into the truth because everybody get it popping on the Shabbat day, Friday night. Just got paid Friday night, feeling right. You want to get it popping. James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, endure the power of the Lord. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown, and we go with that word again, crown of life. The same word we just read in Sirach 19. Ain't that something? The same words. What scripture was that I was reading? Sirach 19. Right? Damn, I can't even find it. All right, Sirach 19:5, was it? Whosoever taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasure crowneth his life. Same thing in James 1:12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, the kabah, or the mama thun, for when he or she is tried, he or she shall receive the crown of life, which the Most High promised of them that love him. Let no man say, then you folly man, in the feeble one, where he is tempted. I am tempted of the Most High, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. So you try to say the Most High tempt you on the Shabbat day because you can be fruitful and multiply on the Shabbat day, which it doesn't say that. It says the sixth day. So you're a liar. So you just want to damn smash on the Shabbat day, going off, right? Verse 14, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust, the holy elders, that's against polygyny, that have women on the sideline. This is documented, this is fact, the rules out here. Know it's loud, have wives on the sideline. Then you folly man. But every man is tempted when he's drawn away of his own lust and enticed on the Shabbat day. Then when lust have conceived, you get the boner, it bringeth forth sin, Negro, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Do not err, my beloved brethren. You're a liar, then you folly, man. The feeble one, snake up, you Negroes is making shit up a lot, and not only you, but a lot of other people. A lot of other people is saying the same shit. There's congregations saying, oh, we don't speak against having sex with Shabbat, right? So you justify having sex with Shabbat, Negro, period. Period. Whether you slip and slide or fall into the cabal or mama thun, face each pray and say, forgive me, Lord. Yahweh B'Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. Don't come up with a doctrine and teach Israel to smash in the Shabbat. Daniel, folly, man. You're the one that said it, and I'm going to play it again for the worldwide assembly to hear your madness. Your madness, Negro. You go back. Liars.
Sabbath rest, and Genesis have errors in it, so you just have to.
By that words, thou should be justified. By that words, thou should be condemned.
That's because there's just enough number and just enough and keep it up. So that's the point. Like, so we only go up, we keep it. We're supposed to. Well, you have to understand. Because they're supposed to keep it for us. I'm confused on that. Yeah, let me help you out. Let me help you out a little bit. Yeah, take a breath, sister. Take a breath. You're here now. Right. See, you have to understand what you read. Like when you read Jasher starts at a certain point and ends at a certain point. So you don't have any more information about other patriarchs in the Bible. Jubilees does the same thing. It's called literary. So it's perspective. Almost 90% of it is going to be reading the horn of error. It's going to be from a perspective of where only deal going into detail with the nation who is built. So it's saying certain things that may contradict the Bible, but it's not breaking law because you just got to find the content that is saying because it can't go wrong. So that means it can't have errors in it. So you just have to find the language that is talking about. Seems like a lot of times people run to everything is law. It must be done with two witnesses. You got one in Jubilee say that. You got to be one in the Bible to say the same exact thing.
There got to be one to say in the Bible to say the exact same thing. Got to be one in the Bible that says the exact same thing. There got to be one in the Bible that says the exact same thing. We just did it.
So you got the two witnesses. Remember, it is just like in Jubilee that says a man should have sex on the Sabbath. Well, there ain't another witness nowhere. You stuck on one.
You just fucking lied. Look at this Negro, man. Lying, man.
So you got, even if you feel the perspective, almost 90% of it is going to be written in the horn of error. It's going to be from a perspective of their only dealing going into detail with the nation who is being built. So it's saying certain things that may contradict the Bible, but it's not breaking law because you just got to find the content that is saying because it can't go wrong. So that means it can't have errors in it. So you just have to find the language that is talking about. Seems like a lot of times people run to everything is law. It must be done with two witnesses. You got one in Jubilee say that. There's got to be one in the Bible.
So if there's one in Jubilees, there has to be one in the Bible. There's one in Jubilees, there has to be one in the Bible. There's one in Jubilees, there has to be one in the Bible. There's one in Jubilees, there has to be one in the Bible.
They say the same exact thing.
They say the same exact thing. Talk about sex on the Shabbat. Talk about sex on the Shabbat. Talk about sex on the Shabbat.
You got the two witnesses.
So you have your two witnesses. You can show one in Jubilees, you can show another one in Shabbat. Wow.
Minimum.
It's
just like in Jubilees, it says the man has sex on the Sabbath. Well, there ain't another witness nowhere. You stuck on one.
So it says, not another witness, I guess, at Jubilees, right? Because watch what he say.
Even if you feel that, you still got to hold your reward because you're cheating. You throw it out there and you don't have a second witness out there. But in the Bible, it's two witnesses.
In the Bible, there is two witnesses. It will be this one.
Because Adam rested, he said you rested, and it never would.
He said his two witnesses is justify having sex on the Shabbat. That's his false witness to justify having sex on the Shabbat. So there's no need to read the book of Jubilees because the Jubilees is a fucking lie according to you. It's a lie. So put the book down, Negro.
Would have been a day 8 until we see it. So and he was told to be fruitful and multiply. So that's 7 days. Sabbath rest in Genesis. Isaiah 4th chapter, the same thing. You should take hold of 7 women in that day. There's going to be reproduction of those that's left alive that remain with Israel. That's going to be in 1,000 years. Sabbath rest. Correct. So,
Correct. This Negro don't know what the fuck Daniel Solomon's saying. He just correct. The damn feeble one.
You have to understand, you got 2 witnesses that you hold over here until those that keep saying you can't have or do the commandment of being fruitful and multiply on the Sabbath day. Should you do good on the Sabbath day?
Should you do good on the Sabbath day? So let's find out what his good is.
I'm not talking about just being born.
Not just being born. That's part of your practice. That's your doctrine. Having sex on the Shabbat day is good. Doing good on the Shabbat day. Right? Sticking thy rod in the quabah. Right? Right? Stroking, working, because you're working, right? I'm about to put in this work. Right? You're using all the muscles. Hey, you're using the main muscle, the rod. That's a muscle. The rod is a muscle. And you're working the muscle. And another muscle. Boy, I tell you, man, you niggas want to keep following these people. You want to keep them bowing down at the kneecaps of these false prophets, false teachers, and horny elders in Israel. Go the hell on. That's on you Negroes. All I'm going to do is blow the horn, blow the trumpet, and I'm going to bring out plenty trumpets out here on you Negroes out here that's perpetrating the fraud and lying on simple shit. Simple shit. You're lying. Straight like that. You're lying. So any one of you brothers and sisters, this is Shabbat day, okay? There's no sex on the Shabbat, okay? Right? Horny brew and horny she brew. You have to wait till tomorrow sundown to get you some quabah. And whatever Shabbat day you other people claim that you keep, right? If you saying Shabbat day is Saturday sun up, or Sunday sun up, okay? So if you have sex on Friday night, your ass is unclean until the evening. So the evening based off your Shabbat day will be Saturday night. So if your Shabbat begins Saturday morning when the sun goes up and you smash it tonight on the Shabbat, Negro, your ass is unclean on the Shabbat morning. Your ass is unclean on the Shabbat morning. You can't change until the evening, Negro. Your ass is unclean. Period. So no matter where you want to go tonight, unless you're the lunar moon or whatever the moon is, Thursday or Tuesday, whatever day, whatever way, if your ass is cleaning Friday night or Saturday morning, and your ass have sex tonight, your ass is unclean until the evening, Negro. So you're unclean on the Shabbat. That's that. All praise, all glory. Shout out to Honor and Humility, STL, Melchizedek Ministry, banging the information out there at the HQ, the headquarters, Malachi Maccabee, Nehemiah and a young brother out there. All praise and glory to the Most High. Shout out to Yaki and the Brews, Yakana, Yaki Eli, Yak Eli, Yoel, all the crew out here in the STL, man. We out here bringing forth his work. You know what I'm saying? We have Shabbat tomorrow at 12 noon down there at the HQ. Come on out. Come to honor and Millie STL. Support the Brews, man. They bringing forth the information. They're about the brotherhood and unity. They disregarded the damn heresies and the falsehood of the elders, the horny elders out in the STL, the feeble one, and Daniel folly men, and all they damn horny ass followers that want to smash the Shabbat thing, smoke blunts and cigarettes and blacken mouths and all the damn bullshit you do. You know what I'm saying? With no fringes and every damn thing, claiming you about this truth. You're not about this walk. You're not a revolutionary, damn Daniel folly man. And this ain't a revolutionary or a movement in the damn Passover video. You Negroes are Christian coon ass niggas out here perpetrating the fraud. A lot of you faking out here, you know what I'm saying? You're faking out here on every level, man. Straight up and down, man. You see what I'm saying? Let me see you in 20 years, Negro. Popping off out here, man. You see what I'm saying? Straight up and down, all praise and glory to the King Malak Shah Yashala, man. Shout out to Priest Hawam out there, man. Most I bless you and your family. You see what I'm saying? I got nothing but respect for the elder. You know what I'm saying? That I call Abba out there. Pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, he live in Long Beach. And he's still in Long Beach. Shout out to Priest Hawam. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to the brothers and sisters that support the channel. You know what I'm saying? That I appreciate my genuineness, my real. You know what I'm saying? Those who don't, hey, all praise and glory to you ours too. Okay, to the feeble one and Daniel Foley, man, you know I'm out here in the STL. I'm gonna put the disclaimer out here. We can sit at the table and have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to know what sin have I committed against thou, since you Negroes always got my name in your mouth bearing false witness on a brew. You feel me? Bring out your cause, Negro. Okay? And every time you keep popping off, you're gonna get banged on. And that's it. Yeah, we're rocking a crown. You know, the Burger King crown. Shout out to Jeremiah. Please say to y'all out in OKC that providing this crown. If you want this crown, hit them up. H.O.R.S. Horrors. I'm sorry. He gonna get at me like that. You know what I'm saying? The House of the Redeemed Servants. Okay, that's the abbreviation of H.O.R.S. He's on Facebook. He's on YouTube. Hit him up and get your crown. We rehearse the righteous acts. You feel me? We, the nation of kings and priests. What's the problem? You mad? You hating? You see what I'm saying? But you walking around with pink goddamn Hamite garments on for the Passover, Negro. You are pathetic. Really? You understand? Stop talking shit. Do the work that Satan have you doing. Okay, you're not the true remnant at all. Stop lying. We're the true remnant. We're the true remnant of the Most High. Get the hell out of here, Negro. You're a bunch of damn demons, and you need to repent. That's what you need to do. Repent and stop lying and trying to damn speak against every Hebrew Israelite group out here that you don't even know personally. The feeble one is scared to death to meet any other elders out here in Israel because his weak, no knowing scripture ass will be exposed. You're just a disc jockey running your goddamn mouth, and then you follow, man, is the kiss ass. Sorry to tell you, it is what it is. All right? Take the damn Christmas wreaths off your door, Negro. We just saw them the other day. All praise and glory to Abba Yahweh, Shema Mashiach, Yahweh Shah, shot fired, and you other niggas out here perpetrating the fraud, bringing forth heresies and doctrines. You got next. I'll at your boy. It's your brother Mahara Carr. Bunya without Bunya Shah, represent the army of Israel. E37 men, the valor of the feet, ready, one love, one nation, one king, man. We the first in the battlefield. You heard? We're out of here. All praise and glory to the Most High. Shalom, shalom.